What's up, Guardians of Dominion? Zeus here, and today we're stepping straight into Mairi Brawls, one of those moments where smart decisions matter more than raw power. One wrong matchup can cost you everything, but one correct switch can turn the entire brawl in your favor. Stay with me, because in this video I'll show you how to approach Mairi Brawls with confidence, precision, and a strategy that actually wins. Like always, I'll walk you through two different approaches. The first one is using the Titan Planner tool on the Olympus website, and I'll leave the link in the description. The second approach will be practical team setups that you can use directly to secure wins. This way, you can either rely on data and testing from the community or jump straight into proven lineups, depending on what you prefer. Now, let's move to the Olympus website. Before anything else, I want to pause here for a moment and give proper credit where it's deserved. This Titan Planner tool exists and keeps improving because of the players who actively contribute to it. There is a public leaderboard inside the tool that tracks players who add combinations, test matchups. Every single entry there represents real time, real effort, and real battles played for the benefit of the entire community. So to everyone who appears on that leaderboard, thank you. You're not just helping yourself. You're helping guildmates, friends, and thousands of players who rely on this tool during brawls. This project is community-driven by design, and without those contributions, it wouldn't be nearly as powerful as it is today. Right now, the Titan Planner database has grown to over 33,000 Titan combinations, making it the largest player-created Titan database available. Of course, this doesn't mean we have every possible solution for Mairi, but the coverage is already massive. At the moment, there are more than 5,000 combinations where Mairi appears either on defense or offense. That's over 90% of all possible Mairi-related combinations, which gives you a very strong foundation when preparing for these brawls. Based on community feedback, we've also added some important new features to the tool. The first one I want to explain is the Titan Lock feature. When you click the lock symbol on any Titan, that Titan becomes locked in the database. What this means is that the tool will now show only attacker and defender solutions that include that specific Titan, for example Mairi. This lock isn't temporary. Even if you refresh the page or close the website completely, the tool will remember your locked Titan when you come back. The only way to remove the lock is to click the lock symbol again, which gives you full control over what you want to analyze without constantly resetting your filters. Now, if you ever face a Titan combination that doesn't exist in the database, don't just skip it. Pause for a moment, test the matchup properly in battle training, find a working solution, and then add that combination to the database. You'll find the option to do this directly under the Titan Planner. I'm not asking you to do this for me. Do it for your friends, for your guildmates, and for the entire community. The stronger and more accurate the database becomes, the better this tool works for everyone. After every battle, one more thing is very important. Don't forget to vote whether the combination worked or not, whether you won or lost. Since everyone has access to add new teams, the voting system helps us moderate the database and filter out combinations that don't actually perform well. Over time, this makes the strongest solutions rise to the top and unreliable ones fade away. I truly hope this tool helps you find clarity, confidence, and success in today's Mairi Brawls, and gives you that extra edge when it matters most. For players who want a fast, straightforward solution and don't want to go through the website, I've prepared ready-made team combinations that will help you succeed in today's brawls. This part is important, so please follow the strategy exactly as I explain it. Don't rush into battles just by looking at the first team composition and assuming it will work everywhere. The strength of this approach comes from knowing when to use each team and when to switch. The main team you should focus on is Brewstar, Rigel, Mairi, Solaris, and Tenebris. This setup is built around strong frontline control, constant pressure, and reliable finishing power. Brewstar anchors the team with durability and disruption, while Rigel and Mairi add control and tempo. Solaris and Tenebris then bring the damage and sustain that allow this team to dominate most matchups. Use this team in around 90% of your battles, and you will see very strong results. This lineup is capable of breaking down the majority of defensive teams you'll encounter in the brawls. It combines high damage output, solid survivability, and excellent overall synergy. That said, like any team in Hero Wars, it isn't invincible, and understanding where it struggles is just as important as knowing where it shines. The first and most important rule is to avoid mirror teams. A mirror team means you're fighting against the exact same composition you're using on offense. In these situations, the outcome becomes unpredictable. Small differences in artifacts, timing, or even random factors can completely change the result. Instead of risking unnecessary losses, it's much smarter to switch to a counter team. If you face the same team as your offensive setup, immediately switch to Moloch, Mairi, Asherona, Araji, and Ignis. This fire-based composition is specifically capable of destroying your main team. It applies heavy pressure and explosive damage that breaks through the Brewstar Tenebris structure and gives you a far more reliable outcome. Now, a logical question comes up. What if you face this Fire plus Mairi team on defense? In that case, the answer is a water-based solution. Use Sigurd, Mairi, Hyperion, Solaris, and Iari. The results were consistent and convincing, showing that this lineup handles fire-heavy defenses very effectively. There is one more important matchup you need to be aware of. Your main team usually struggles against a lineup with 4 Water Titans plus Tenebris. When you encounter this type of defense, don't force the fight. Instead, switch to an earth-based solution: Angus, Mairi, Verdok, Eden, and Silver. This team provides stability, control, and sustained pressure, allowing you to outlast and overpower heavy water compositions. So in total, you now have 4 different teams. If you use them strategically, switch wisely, and avoid unnecessary risks, you'll be able to finish today's brawls with minimal losses and maximum efficiency. Today, you've seen 2 clear paths to success in Mairi Brawls. One path is smart preparation through the Titan Planner on the Olympus website, where thousands of player-tested combinations, locking features, community voting, and leaderboard contributions give you clarity instead of guesswork. The second path is fast execution, using proven team setups and knowing exactly when to switch, when to counter, and when to avoid risky mirror fights. When you combine these 2 approaches, you're no longer reacting to battles, you're controlling them. Now I want to hear from you. How did your Mairi Brawls go today? Did these teams work for you, or did you run into a matchup that surprised you? Share your experience in the comments below, because your feedback doesn't just help me, it helps the entire community grow stronger. If this video helped you think more strategically, hit that like button. Make sure you're subscribed to the channel, and turn on notifications so you don't miss future guides, brawl strategies, and updates that give you an edge before anyone else. Until next time, remember this: don't rush, don't guess, and don't fight blind. Play with purpose, adapt with confidence, and dominate the battlefield. Salute and friendship.